I was at a Starbucks with some members of my staff, and they were commenting me on my work ethics and saying how wonderful it is to work for me, right? You know, they were saying that they had never but met a boss. They never worked for a boss like me before. You know, it feels good when you have people compliment you, you know, but I mean, this was a different kind of compliment for me, because it's like it took me way back. You know, I just felt so thankful that I am in such a position where I can give back. You know, where I could treat people like I was treated once upon a time, right? I have always been good at making money, always. When I was in elementary school, I used to collect bottles and recycle newspapers and aluminum cans. And after that, my boy Rodney and I, we used to go up and down our street with my father's lawnmower and edger and ask people if they want their lawns mowed. And I worked at liquor stores, laundromats, things like that. You know, nothing really big, you know, under the table type of things. But and when I was in high school, I got my real actual job with benefits. I was working part-time for a supermarket. And I remember when I went in for the interview, it was just me and this white dude. We were applying for that same open job. And the manager, his name was Javier, he says, I want you guys to go and collect shopping carts. So we go out and we bust these these shopping carts out right quick. And then he says, let's go up to the roof. I got something else for you guys to do. So we go up there, and he gives us a bucket each with some water and some soap and a couple of Brillo pads. And he says, Augustine, I want you to go on that side. And I forget the white boy's name, but he said, I want you to go down on the other side, and I want you to scrub off the pigeon shit on the edge of the ledge right there. And I was like, shit, okay. So I go, and the white boy, he goes on the other side. Wasn't even 5 minutes, fam. Wasn't even 5 minutes. But dude, he gets up and says, fuck this shit. I'm out. And he looks at me, you know, as if I'm gonna follow him right now. I was like, nice meeting you. And he leaves. So I continue to scrub. A couple of minutes later, Javier, he comes back upstairs to the roof, and he says, Augustine, come here. He says, congratulations, you got the job. And I was like, wow, thank you. And he says, sit down, I want to talk to you for a minute. I was like, okay. And he says, the white dude couldn't hack it because I told him to scrub some bird shit off the side of the ledge, and he couldn't take it. Now I don't know if it's the fact that I told him to scrub the turd off the ledge, or it was a Mexican telling him. I can't really tell which it was, but you stayed and you did it, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for doing that. You know, a job is a job. It doesn't matter what it is. You do whatever you have to do to get that job, and remember that. I was like, yes, sir. And then he takes his jacket off, he puts it down, he grabs that bucket, and he goes to the other side, and he proceeds to scrub the side of the ledge with me. And I remember thinking to myself, I was like, damn, you know, he is in a management position. He's the dude telling me what to do. He could just simply tell me to scrub the whole thing. But he's up there with me, and we're both doing this together. I was like, damn, you know what? I want to be a boss just like that. When I'm a boss in the future, and I know I am, I'm going to be one, I'm going to be just like that. So when these girls that were, who I had this meeting with at the coffee shop, they were complimenting me and how wonderful a boss I am. I couldn't help but think about Javier, and the lessons I learned from that man. He didn't tell me what to do. He basically showed me how to do whatever he wanted done, and I respected him for that. I loved him for the simple fact that he was willing to get down and dirty with me and his employees. He never just barked orders and had us do shit. He was there like a true leader should be. And that's what I strive to be, a leader. It's mine, but hell, I got people working for me, but these are people, right? They got families and they got their own dignity and their pride, right? I can't see myself damaging that. So I can't have them do things that I'm not willing to do with them. So always treat people good, especially when you get in a position where you can treat people bad or good. Always choose good. Always choose good. My grandmother had this couch in her room, and Sundays was always grandma's house, right? We go visit grandma. She always had a pot of menudo on the stove with some homemade tortillas. Oh man, oh my goodness, you just don't know how good everything was, right? And then she would take me aside and just tell me stories about pops when he was my age, and tell me how he was as a kid, and she used to tell me how hard of a worker he was and how good of a provider he was. And he had to go to work early and provide for his brothers and sisters. He had to help out. He had to help grandma out. And I used to love those stories, man. They just taught me so much. And they painted this picture for me to refer to every time I thought about work ethics. Every time I thought about working and how the good work is supposed to be. And my grandmother always told me, never go to work and just put 8 hours in and just leave. Make sure that they know that they need you more than you need them. Always create that type of environment for yourself. Make sure that they know that they will need you more than you need them. And if you do that, you're going to be all right. And that's the way I've lived my life. That's the way I've worked every day of my life, family. They used to call me 2-in-1 guy. What that literally means is I'm one dude, but I do the work of two. And that's how I work every day of my life. Because I know that every job, every opportunity that you have to work and make money for yourself and your family, that's a blessing. You cannot take that for granted. You got to give that the respect due to it, right? And recognize your worth and work as if you know that you're better than they think you are. Understand that they need you more than you need them. All right, well, that's me roaming this home. I'm out. I will talk to you guys later, and I love you. God bless. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.